it's Andrea Norman, Twigs and Things. So we have a very special treat today. We're making Brazilian cheese bread, and I am learning how to do this from a wonderful lady from Brazil named Giselle, and I will introduce you to her at the end. So the first thing that we're going to do is boil 3 ingredients together. Actually, not boil. We're going to wait until it's almost at a boil. So come with me and I'll show you how. The ingredient that we're going to add into our pot is 2 cups of milk. Then we're going to add a cup of vegetable oil and a ½ tablespoon of salt. I'm going to put this onto my heat. I have it almost at high, and I'm going to let this come almost to a boil, not quite. As soon as that happens, I'm going to take it off of the heat, and it will go into my mixer. You can see how there are little bubbles just starting to arise. And so it means that it's time to take it off of the heat and put it into our mixer. Okay, so into the mixer it is going. This is the tapioca flour that we are using. Finely ground tapioca flour, Bob's Red Mill. This is a very nice quality. And it is gluten-free, which is interesting. I didn't realize that. So we're going to actually add this entire package into our liquid. Okay, so in goes the entire bag of the tapioca flour. Okay, this is, just so you know, 16 ounces or 1 pound. Okay, I'm going to mix it a little bit with a spoon before we actually put the KitchenAid on. If you don't have a KitchenAid, that is perfectly okay. Just use a hand mixer. So we're just going to stir it a little bit to make a bit of a dough before turning the mixer. So we're going to mix it at a low speed, and we're going to let it cool a little bit before adding eggs. And we add the eggs according to the feel of this batter. See that this batter, it's so beautiful. It almost looks like marshmallow. It's just fascinating. And we're actually doing this and letting it cool at the same time. So I'm adding 1 egg. And I'm going to let that blend. And look at the consistency of the dough. And then I'm going to add a 2nd egg. Now normally you will do 2 to 3 eggs depending on the consistency of the dough. This is a beautiful dough. Now, do you think this needs a 3rd egg?
One more.
1 more egg. So we're going to add a 3rd egg. And you can see that the consistency of the dough is honestly, it's like nothing that you've ever encountered, probably. It's nothing I've ever encountered. It's not like a dough that you would have for a regular bread or even a dough for a muffin. It's very unique because of the tapioca flour. And the tapioca flour is gluten-free. So this would potentially be a gluten-free dish. I suppose you'd have to check whether the cheese that's going into it is gluten-free. I don't know a lot about that. Now, at this point, turn it off. Okay. At this point, we're adding in 2 cups of sharp cheddar cheese. This is exactly 2 cups in this bag, so I don't need to measure this, but if you're using a bag that needs to be measured, then you need to measure that out. And this is going to melt into the batter before we add a cup of Parmesan cheese. You can see that the cheese is all melted into the batter, and we are going to add 1 cup of Parmesan cheese and mix that in as well. Oops. I'm going to spray the mini muffin pans with a non-stick spray. You can use any non-stick spray of your choice. And we're going to take a mini ice cream scoop and we're going to spray that too, and then make little balls of the dough, and they're going to go right into the mini muffin pans. Look at how easy and beautiful that is. This is really a fabulous, fabulous dish. You will definitely wow people with this because it's not something that we're used to in this country. It is so delicious and very easy to make, and really, I mean, look at how beautiful these little things are, even before they're baked in the oven. Fantastic. So this is going to go into a preheated oven. I have preheated the oven to 375, and they are going to bake, you know what, I don't have, how long did I have?
Around 20 minutes.
Around 20 minutes. And we will show you the final result. Okay, these are beautiful, as you can see, and they're going into 375-degree oven, and we will show you how beautiful they look when they're all cooked. So our beautiful cheese bread is now all ready, and wait until you see this. It is absolutely gorgeous. Look at these. Beautiful. And I want to introduce you to the chef behind the cheese bread. This is Giselle.
Hello.
And she is the one who has given graciously of her time and recipe. So I'd like to thank you, and I hope you enjoy this recipe and give it a try. It's a delicious thing. Andrea Norman, Twigs.n.Things. Here are my official tasters.
It's a delicious thing.